Well, Mayor, what are you hearing? What are you guys hearing that it was a tornado?
Well, no, we really don't have a clear definition yet. You know, the weather service will be out here tomorrow. And talking to some police officers that have really, gone door to door and block to block, they saw trees that were blown down in different directions, and that perhaps is an indication of a tornado. But again, I'm not a meteorologist.
What kind of damage are we talking about? I mean, I've
Well,
seen some of it, but
right.
from
Yeah,
your estimations, what are we looking
I
at?
can tell you, as far as electricity, we had a little over 10,000 out a few hours ago. We're down to 2,400 as we speak. All that will be taken care of by 5 o'clock tomorrow. We had 9 homes with structural damage. 3 of those 9 are you couldn't live in. And we have, of course, had the 17th Street surf shop lost its roof. The church next to that has some damage, and another church on Norfolk Avenue. Um, you know, but all that being said, the key thing is no serious injuries, and really the structural damage can be fixed. So I'd sit back and say to you, a lot of prayers were answered, a lot of luck here, and that this thing could have been much worse.
I grew up here. I don't remember a tornado hitting Virginia Beach.
I grew up here too, and I do vaguely might remember a tornado in 60 years that I've been here. So, obviously, and again, we're not sure it was a tornado, so I don't want to make that claim until we know for sure. But we had a major weather event, that's for sure, and I hope that we don't have any more of them.
Yeah, I mean, how concerning is it when you have something like that in such an area where it's so populated?
Well, my office is right here in this area, and I was over in the second precinct 20 minutes after the storm started. And that's where I got to tell you, you never know what to expect till something like this happens. You can practice all you want, but I will tell you, our first responders did a superb job. Fire, EMS, and police, they got people off the streets. They got to areas that were impacted quickly, and they took care of the injured quickly. I'd also sit back and I want to compliment Dominion Power. They responded quickly, and as I just said, 3/4 of the outages are now fixed, and the rest will be fixed tomorrow. So I would say to you, the local resources with the private resources working so well together, really was a big part of making sure that this event didn't get as bad as it possibly could have been.
Besides power, is anything else happening overnight?
Yes.
What's happening?
Right, we're making sure our streets are clear. Now, right now, the only streets that are closed is the one block between 16th and 17th Street, and then on Pinewood Road where the big tree went down and power lines went down, and that's about a 2-block stretch. Other than that, all the roads are open, which is great. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of debris on the side of the roads, but the roads are passable, which is most important. And the city crews, Public Works, is out tonight starting to clear that debris, and obviously tomorrow morning we'll be in full force, and I'd hope in a matter of a few days you won't even know that a storm hit here.